11 insane construction technologies. At the beginning, there were mud and straw houses. Then we moved out to concrete buildings, then to glass skyscrapers. At first, just our hands were used. Now there are robots for everything. Whether you want to get your walls painted or literally a house printed out, there are robots for everything. In fact, we even have thirsty concrete now. It probably won't have some juice with you, but it can drink up to gallons of water. But compared to the ultimate robot waiting for you at number 1, these are nothing. So, without further ado, here are 10 insane construction technologies that will blow your mind. Number 11. 3D printers for houses. When the world was first introduced to 3D printing, people were excited just to see a cup or a toy being printed out. But now we've advanced to the point where we can build houses with just printers. This method involves creating some parts beforehand. Pioneered by Ape's Core, these homes cost about $4,000 only. But let's get to the juicy part. The printers themselves. It kinda looks like a small crane. However, this crane-like machine sets down layers of concrete mixtures and builds its way upwards to the roof. Some of these houses are made in just 24 hours. Yeah, just in one day. This is revolutionary, especially when it comes to those who are affected by natural disasters and need immediate housing. Number 10. Smart roads. Smart cars have been all the rage ever since the electric Tesla cars came into production. But what good is a smart car that drives on dumb roads? It seems like scientists are finding new and newer ways of making everything smart, and in this case, it's the road. A New Zealand company has already built a roadway that wirelessly charges electric vehicles. Not only is this technology safer, but also much greener. In the coming years, these roads will be able to charge cars as they drive. How crazy is that? Not just that, scientists are trying to make these roads even smarter by connecting them to the drivers on it. This way, real-time information regarding traffic, weather conditions, and parking spots can be shared from the road to the driver directly. Imagine knowing exactly where there's a parking post available in a whole acre. Number 9. Road printer. House printers, 3D printers, and now even road printers have joined the tech game. As more aspects of our lives get motorized and mechanized, it's no surprise that even bricklaying has been touched by machines too. Except this one looks super cool. These road printers are basically paving machines that lay down but as a whole road. Loose bricks are loaded up into the brick hopper and the machine arranges them into the pattern there to be laid in. And then it pushes out ready-made pavements in a matter of minutes. But all this new tech doesn't come cheap. Costing about $80,000, these machines really are a hefty investment. However, considering that brick roads are experiencing a sort of revival, maybe it's just worth it. Number 8. Swarm robots. If you've seen Sophia the robot talk like an exact human, then you know how far AI has come. And most of the time, it's the people at Harvard that are making these robots. The researchers there have done it once again. Inspired by a colony of termites, they came up with a set of robots that work as a swarm and are programmed to construct anything as smooth as clockwork. These 4-wheeled robots are programmed in such a way that they all focus on building one thing. Sort of how insects form groups and carry out tasks. They have built-in sensors to detect the presence of other robots so they can sync up. Well, one thing's for sure, robots have much better teamwork than humans. In this demo, you can see how they all hover around the other robots and wait till they're done, and then jump into their job. And this perfect circle goes on seamlessly till the work is all done. Number 7. Bouncy concrete. Bouncy concrete sounds like a bit of an oxymoron, because concrete is supposed to be hard, right? It does, but when it comes to earth-resistant concrete, it needs to be flexible enough to absorb some of the shockwaves. The researchers at the University of British Columbia have discovered a spray-on concrete reinforcement that can make concrete resistant to even earthquakes with a magnitude of 9.1. Concrete walls are sprayed with this product, which is made of polymer-based fibers, flash, and some other industrial additives, and then suddenly you can see how flexible it gets. all with just a 0.4-inch thick layer of this EDDC. Eco-friendly, ductile, cementitious composite. The secret ingredient is fly ash, which is an industrial byproduct of coal. Recycled and earthquake resistant? Get this material into mass production now. Number 6. 3D printer mansions. We've already talked about 3D printed houses, which are rather simple, just a few rooms under a roof. But did you know that the 3D printer technology has advanced so much that now it's capable of building huge houses? Perry Formwork Systems is a company that has built many houses, but when they started working on a multi-family house, everyone was shocked, including us. This house, which is their largest project, covers over 4,000 square feet. It consists of 3 floors and a total of 5 apartments. Can you believe that just one robot has built this entire house? Perry isn't the only one in the business that has been working with 3D printer mansions. Next up, we have Mr. Ma Yeha, who employed a 3D builder to build his 1,100 square feet French chateau. And all it took was 1 week to build, and by one machine. He used recycled materials from demolished buildings to build his huge house. His printer is one of the world's largest ones, and it prints layers of a special type of ink, which is made from cement, sand, and fiber. The future is now, and you might be even living in it soon. Number 5. Self-painting robot. How easy would redecorating be if your arm never got tired while painting the wall? Now, you don't have to imagine that, because there's, you guessed it, a robot that does all the work for you. The difference between this robot and other printing ones is that the Okibo robot doesn't need any assistance from humans at all. If you were to leave this robot in a room and just left, you would get a perfectly painted room in a matter of minutes. Okibo doesn't just make autonomous painting robots, but also concrete laying robots and basically any other task that you would need to be done at a construction site. They really do take the fiction out of sci-fi. Number 4. Lego bricks. You've probably played with Legos as a kid, right? If you did, you know how easy it is to build anything out of those little plastic blocks. So, imagine how simple and effortless it would be if that design was used to build real homes. Kite Bricks has developed a revolutionary product known as smart bricks. These bricks are conducted in a way that they're not only stronger than regular bricks, but also more insulating. With little mess and significantly reduced costs of construction, these bricks will be able to control the temperature of your house perfectly. These bricks look like Legos too, except the elevated little circles on the bricks are hollow, allowing steel rods to be perfectly inserted in this for reinforcement. They're much easier to connect and leave behind enough space for plumbing, electrical, and insulation. Why didn't someone come up with these sooner? Number 3. Aerogel. Scientists aren't just coming up with new robots and machines, they're coming up with bizarre materials that have the most insane qualities ever. And a perfect example of that is the frozen smoke glass, also known as aerogel. This product is literally just 90% air. It's produced by removing all the liquid from a gel, which leaves us with mainly air. Other than being almost weightless, this material is known to be the best insulator known to man. In an experiment, the man literally blowtorches a wall of aerogel while his partner stands behind the wall. And guess what? Absolutely no heat is transferred. Now it's finally being used as a construction material since it's 4 times stronger than fiberglass. If this material becomes widely used, fires will never be a hazard, and neither will be unheated homes. Number 2. Thirsty concrete. Remember what we said about bizarre materials being made? Well, add thirsty concrete to the list. Usually when rainwaters pour down on roads, parking lots, and roadways, it collects all the debris and the toxic chemicals. This makes it a major source of water pollution. So, engineers turned to nature for a solution for this. The soil itself is an amazing filter, and as rainwater passes through soil elves, the water gets filtered from all the chemicals in it. And that's what led to this thirsty concrete. This material absorbs about 1,000 gallons of water. Then, this water reaches the soil underneath the roads, and then nature does her work. The lighter color of the concrete doesn't absorb as much heat and even stays cooler in the summer, so that is definitely a plus. And number 1, the ultimate construction robot. If you were paying attention to the previous mentions on our list, then you've seen the wonders robots can do. But if all these robots were up against the HRP 5P robot in a match, they wouldn't stand a chance. The National Institute of Industrial Science and Technology, AIST of Japan, has been working on a humanoid robot that can potentially replace construction workers from the site. According to the way they're programmed, they can do almost any task, but for now, they're only experimenting with teaching this humanoid robot to install drywall all by itself. It doesn't need to be refilled or anything. We have to say, this is one independent humanoid. And that's a wrap for 10 insane construction technologies. Which one of these left your jaw on the floor? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.